Hello everyone, so let's talk about the top k frequent words. So you're given a array of string and an integer k, so you have to return a k frequency word. So you want to return the array when the array is already sorted, and also it has to be lexicographical order. So what does this mean? Like for example, for I, like this is count of 2, right? And then love, this is also count of 2, right? So if they have the same frequency, right? You need to basically sort this array, right? And I definitely less than L, right? So I will come first and L, right? And why do you have only two spots? This is because of k, right? K represents the number of the length for the return value, and this is going to be exactly the same thing. The right? So this is 4. So the frequency is 4, and then is this, right? Is frequency of 3, and then sunny equal to 2, and then day equal to 1. So just basically return the order from the largest to smaller if they don't have the same frequency, right? Alright, so this is pretty much the idea. Okay, so how do you actually solve this question? So we basically need to have a map and then store the frequency for every single word, right? So I will say 2, and love will say 2, LeetCode, right, will store 1, coding will store 1, and then I would just push into the PQ, priority queue, and then let them to compare. And then when I push a priority queue, right, I push the smallest to greatest. So PQ, I will sort from smallest to largest, right? Then I would definitely if the size of PQ, which is greater than k, I'm going to pull the element from the PQ. So the smallest will get eliminated first, right? Then I will definitely left I and love, right? So this is how I need to push into the PQ. So once I finish, right? So I will leave I and love in PQ, right? Then I need to push into what? Push into the list of string, right? I'm using Java, so I will definitely change it later. Then when I push into list, right? So since the order is from smallest to greatest, and if the frequency are the same, I'm going to let the largest to come first. So when I push to the list, right, and I will just push the element at the list at index 0 with the element. So I will also inserting at the first index, which is index 0, right? So I will actually have a lexicographical order. Alright, so let's start coding. This is a little bit confusing for sure, but just try it. So I will have a HashMap string integer, and I'm going to call map. I'm going to traverse the string words. So map.put word. So if I do have the element inside the map, I'm going to get it. If not, I will set the default to 0 and I increment by 1. And I need a priority queue. So let's just make this longer so you will be able to read. So what I will do is priority queue, right? So in my type data type, I'm going to compare with the map.entry. So I'm using a string and integer, right? So I'm just called PQ, new priority queue. Then I will have to compare. So so A and B, right? And then I will definitely if 8 get value. So you are comparing with the map, right? So if at A.get value does not equal to B.get value, right? So just say smallest to greatest minus B.get value. right? So what happens if they are the same? If A dot value and B dot get value are the same, then you need to what? Sort the largest. Sort the word based on the first index, right? Basically when you use the compare to, right? So it's gonna be from the largest. So get key. So get key will be the word, will be the string, right? And I will use the compare. I think it's compare to, right? Yes. And then I will say a dot get key. So this is what sort array, right? So for right now I have what? I have my map. So I'm saying map dot entry. So string integer, right? I'm gonna call m and map dot entry set. So I'm traverse the entry set based on the map dot entry, right? So you want to be able to know the syntax. So I will just say pq dot add m, and if pq dot size, which is greater than k, I want to pull no matter what, right? Because this is going to be what sort from the smallest to greatest, and I don't need the smallest. And I always pull when the size is greater than k. And I need a string, list of string. I'm going to call result, new array list. I will return result. So while pq is not empty, I would just keep adding at the first index when my pq dot pull. But think about this, you want to pull a value, right? You want to pull a value only, so it should be what? pq dot get key, right? So the value is what? The value for pq is a map, so you want to just get a string only, so it just pq dot pull and then get key, right? So this is pretty much it. So let's talk about the time and space. So for this one, the space. For this one is a space. So space is pretty easy. All of n represent the length of the words. And then for the time, this is all of what? All of n, right? But this is what? This is log k, right? PQ priority queue, and based on the size of k, log q. So this is all of n, and this is log k. So total time should be what? N log k, right? So this is pretty much it, right? So quick note for time and space. So this is a solution. So if anything, if you do have anything, just leave a comment below, subscribe if you want it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.